This is your girl Chanel, and she's from Philly, living in Tampa, and she's out of the box. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sharing me on your social media. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for even giving comments about whatever you heard. Thank you for even pushing me and walking with me through this journey. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. And you, the new one, the one that just stopped and just pushed the button and wanted to hear the video just a little bit to see if you're interested. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. And may you be blessed by today. May you be blessed by what I'm going to share today. Because all I want to do is provoke thought. That's all I want to do. I want you to think about stuff from another view. I want to encourage you to be encouraged again, to go forth again. That's what I want to do today. So I'm going to talk to you about one thing and one thing only: a pencil. And I know you're saying, a pencil? I got on here for a pencil? Yes, a pencil, because I want to tell you something about a pencil that's so powerful. I want to tell you about this pencil, about how this pencil is so needed and unique. I want to tell you about a pencil, and I know you got one, and I know you got one probably at home, or you got one somewhere in your office. You got one, and let me tell you, your pencil is unique too. Your pencil have a power to it that's out of this world. I promise you you do. I'm not pulling your leg. I'm not trying to tell you a joke. I'm keeping it 100. Your pencil have a power that's out of this world, and I want to share with you what it is. It has an eraser. Bam! It has an eraser. And by it having an eraser, when you write something and you don't want, it may be misspelled, or you didn't want to share what you wrote, or you just didn't like the way you wrote it, the handwriting too big or whatever, and you use your eraser to erase it. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? Y'all hear the sound effect. Erase. You have the ability to erase stuff with a pencil. That's what makes it so unique. Your pencil have something of power, and that's an eraser. It can erase. See? It can erase to a point that it ain't there no more. To a point that what you really wanted to put there, you can do it in that same spot, because you use the eraser to erase what you put there by mistake, or what you put there by because you thought that was a good thing to say, but then now you change your mind. And so when you change your mind, you got the eraser. Your eraser, y'all hear that noise? You just erase it. So I wanted to share just a little bit about a pencil having an eraser. The power of an eraser. The power of an eraser allows you to do it again. It allows you to write it again. The power of an eraser allows you to remove what you did not want, what you did not mean, and allow you to remove mistakes. The power of an eraser. So I challenge you to think about life like that. Think about some decisions you made. Think about some conversations you had. Can you erase them? Can you erase them as if it wasn't there before? No. But what you can do, you can change your mind. Because see, one thing about eraser, you use eraser because you change your mind. So in that, you can erase something on paper. But what if you change your mind about something you did in life? What if you change your mind about a decision you made yesterday? What if you change your mind about a paper you signed, about a contract you said yes to, gave a verbal yes to? What if you change your mind? Can you use the eraser? Can you use the eraser and erase what been said? Erase what you did? Erase what where you went? No, you can't do that. But what I can tell you, you can do the first thing if the first thing you do when you erase something, the first thing you're doing is you're changing your mind for the decision you made. So I'll say this to you. If you change your mind, if you don't want to do that, or you don't want to say that, or you don't want to go there, change your mind. Change your mind. The eraser is the action of like I said, the movement. You hear it? That's what the eraser does. But it cannot do that until you change your mind about what you wrote on the paper. So I want to take you to the point of change your mind. So you may not can erase what's going on, but you change your mind on the decision you made. You may can't erase it, but you can change it. You can change the turnout. You can change what could have happened. You can stop it because you changed your mind. You can't erase it, but you can change your mind and make different decisions. Change even that conversation to a positive conversation or to an ending conversation. We ending this. It's over. Then you can do that. So I'm saying to you, you may can't erase the things in your life. You may can't erase a decision in your life, but you can change your mind. And before anyone uses an eraser, it is based on changing their mind about what they put on paper. I'm saying to you, you may can't erase what happened in your life or the decisions you made, but you can change your mind. And in changing your mind, you're saying no longer. In changing your mind, you're saying not today. And changing your mind, you're saying I'm going to do something different. You change your mind. It's time to change your mind from the things that don't work. It's time to change your mind from the things that don't have purpose. You know, we do stuff don't even have purpose. And we just doing it and just doing it and just doing it because it could be a learned behavior. It can be because my friend is doing it. It could be because one of my family members is doing it. Let me do it. No, it's time to change your mind because time is priceless. You don't want to be busy doing something that ain't worth your time. And realizing that you don't have an eraser to erase that, but you have a mind to change that. And then once you got the mind to change that, you got to have the will to make the change. You have the mind to change it, but you got to have the will to make the change. You got the mind to think it, and you got to have the will to change it. And you got to move in it. You got to move in your change. You got to accept your change. You can't let nobody stop you from changing that change because you got this all on the side of you. You got every naysayer, everybody who some of them is scared and some of them are crabs. And they want you to stay in the pot with them. We don't want to stay in the pot. It's time to change our minds. It's time to move. It's time to know that you can do it different. You don't have to stay in what you're in. You don't have to accept the thing you thought you wanted. You don't have to accept that. Once you change your mind, once you got a made up mind and you can go another way, go that way, hon. Go that way. Because you only got one life. Go that way. And that opportunity and that change may turn everything around for your better. So go that way. Sometimes we got to be a, what I would say, like a spiritual eraser. We got to erase some of this stuff in our life that we thought was right, or we thought was necessary, or we thought was the way. That may not be your way. So whichever way is your way, I want to share with you, change your mind and go the way you're supposed to. Don't be stuck Don't be stuck in a matter. Don't be stuck. And some stuff, you got to count your loss. Because you may have made a decision that has got a penalty with it. But that penalty may be worth you still walking away. You may can still walk away from that situation, from that discussion, from that verbal contract. You may still got to walk away with the penalty, because greater is the other way. Greater is the way you're supposed to win. And we make mistakes, y'all. We just don't have a eraser to erase it, but we have a mindset to change it. You get what I'm saying? We may not have an eraser to erase it, but we got a mindset to change it. And we can change it. So things in your life, some things you've been settling for, some things you just felt like it was hopeless. It really is not hopeless. It really is not. If you change your mind, if you see it from a better view, and you see it and it's better to do it another way, do it that way. Go that other way. And I'm telling you, things cost us, even decisions. They cost you. But they cost you something for the better, though. So don't get stuck in a place or thought because you feel it's costing you. Don't get caught up with that. Let me tell you what I did. Let me tell you, it may even seem far-fetched, but somebody may catch this. When I want to mail something out or get something, and they say pay the shipping and handling, I sometimes say that's a deal breaker for me. And the shipping and handling probably $5, y'all. But I say it's a deal breaker because I don't want to pay the cost. The product is what I want. The product is what I need. The product is good quality. But I'm letting $5 stop me from what I want, what I need, and good quality. So I'll probably get in my car, ride around looking for this product, or find it for free shipping somewhere else, and it's a knockoff or it's not in good quality. So I say to you, count the cost. Count the cost when you decide to stay in situations that you already see was a mistake. You already see it. You already know it. And you stay in it because you don't want to pay the cost. But I would count the cost and stand. And accepting. I would count the cost. And again, the power of a pencil is you can erase. But things we do in life, we can't erase it. But we can change our mind. And in changing our mind, we can go to something better. Can't erase it. But we can go to something better. We can do something better. We can do it, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. And we cannot get stuck. We cannot get stuck. So you probably saying, well, why you use the eraser as an example? Why you use a pencil? Because I want you to have some form of, seeing it like, wow. Yeah, the pencil may not mean nothing to you, but I guarantee you, every time you look at a pencil, you'll think, I hope it provokes you to think, now, what I'm deciding to do or where I'm going, is it something I can change? I can't erase it, but I can change it. And in some sense, in somebody's mind, that may mean it's erased. You get what I'm saying? Because they changed it. Because on paper, when you use an eraser, it removes it and they put what they want on it. And there's still a change. The only thing is you don't see what was before then. And some changes you're going to make, you won't even see the residue of where you came from. Just like in the Bible, when the men went in the fire's furnace, they didn't smell like smoke. So some of us, are not going to look like where we came from. We're not going to look like our mistakes. We're not going to sound like our mistake. We're not even going to portray ourselves like a mistake. We're not going to look like the victim because we made a decision to change. We made a decision to uproot ourselves from something that it wasn't good for us or wasn't beneficial and it had no purpose. It had no purpose. It probably had nothing wrong with it, but it had no purpose. And that's the thing. That's just like if you living in Florida and you buy a trench coat for our summertime. It has no purpose. What you gonna wear that trench furry coat? You have no purpose because it's summertime. And so some stuff in our lives is nice, but it has no purpose. It's not the right season. It's not the right time. And it's not for you. So I say again to you all, don't get stuck in places and things and conversations that is not bringing no purpose. It's not beneficial. It also it can be something that's detrimental to you, to your purpose, to your dreams, to your goals. Get rid of it. You can't use an eraser and erase it away, but you can change your mind. Change your mind. Change your mind for the better. Don't get stuck in routine. Don't get stuck in what's going on in your environment. Change your mind. Change your mind. Change your mind for your better. Change your mind for what's in you. Change your mind. Because there's so much more in all of us. If we change our minds from staying stagnated, from sitting back and accepting what you don't have to accept. That's another thing. You don't have to accept half of the stuff we accept. Not even half. Majority of the stuff we accept. We don't have to. You can change your mind. So just like this pencil with an eraser, let your mind, this is good, let your mind be an eraser. I changed my mind from what I just wrote to what I just said. I changed my mind. Let your mind be your eraser. Let your mind erase all this foolery that you don't need, all the stuff that makes your journey heavy. You gotta roll light. You gotta be ready to move with not all this heavy stuff. Just move without all this heavy stuff. So pencils were made to be with erasers so you can erase stuff. You were made with a mind that can tell you, if you're in your right mind, can tell you not this, not that. This ain't the season. Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't work. That's not going to work for you. That's what we got to do. We got to make sure we not barking up on some things that's not for you, and it's not the right decision, and it's not the right time for that, if it's necessary in your life at all. So I wanted to share that with you. I missed y'all last week. I'm pretty sure y'all missed me last week, but I'm back on track. And that's another thing. We got to stay on track. We got to stay on track, especially with the purpose in our life. We got to stay on track. And some things we have looked at too long or made like a verbal contract with, it can take you off your purpose track. You don't want to be off purpose. You don't want to be off track of your purpose. So some of this stuff we connecting to, and some people we're connecting to, will take you off track. You don't want to be off track. You want to stay in your purpose, especially now, y'all. We want to stay in purpose. We want to not only stay in purpose, We want to build on our purpose. We want to build. We want to cultivate that purpose. We want to make that purpose even better. Even better. You got to stay focused when it comes to your purpose. You got to stay focused when it comes to your decisions. You got to stay focused when it comes to your conversations. You got to stay focused, because if you stay focused on your purpose, you won't get caught up in going off track. And if you do go off track for some reason, let's get back on track. Let's get back there, because we need to be there. We need to stay focused, stay on track. We need to understand that we have a mind that we can change. We have a mind that can change the way we're going. We have a mind for that, and we can change our mind. So let our mind be the eraser. Erase all the foolery. Erase all the mistakes. Erase it so you can get to your better, so you can get in your purpose, so you can fulfill whatever you're supposed to be fulfilling, whatever it is. If you like Chanel, you do a butt at midnight for prayer. You do She's Out of the Box. These are purpose in my life. These are things that I do because that's my purpose. That's part of a couple of my purpose things that I'm supposed to do on this earth. So I say to you, know your purpose. Know that your mind can be a spiritual eraser. Your mind can erase some things that you have connected yourself to, some people you connected yourself to, some areas you have went to that is not of you. Change your mind. And it has nothing to do with your purpose. Anything is the enemy of your purpose. That's good. It's the enemy of your purpose. Because while you doing these things, there are distractions. They're empty. They have no purpose in it. They have no worth. They empty, and you chilling there when you got purpose somewhere else. When you got purpose somewhere else, you chilling in an empty place. That ain't producing nothing. I said that ain't producing nothing. But it's probably comfortable. It's probably routine. It's probably something that everybody do that's connected to you. But you need to stand out. I always say be the first. You need to stand out. You need to recognize what your purpose is. And you need to ride that bad baby. And if you fall off the bike, get back on. Get back on, because I say it, and I say it often. You are needed. There's an audience waiting on you. So all this stuff that distracted us, all this stuff that is empty and have no purpose in it, have no value in it, let's be like a pencil. Let's start erasing that stuff out of our lives. Let's start erasing that stuff. Oh, let me make the sound effect. Y'all hear it? Yeah, let's start erasing the stuff out of our life that is not necessary. Bye, Felicia. Don't they say that? Bye, Felicia. Bye, boo-boo. Because we're moving on into our purpose. I promise you, because time is valuable. And a lot of times we wasting time and empty stuff. We wasting time. It's time to move in your purpose. It's time to get back on track. It's time to erase stuff that is not of, it has nothing to do with you no more. You know how we say we outgrown that. It has nothing to do with you. If you were a toddler and you wear a size 2T and you're a grown woman now, you can't get in that 2T. It no longer has value or purpose in your life. So we got to remove that stuff. We got to give it up so we can move in our purpose. We got to move in our purpose. So again, it's power in a pencil, because you can erase the mistake. You can erase what you thought you wanted to put on there, but you changed your mind. You can erase it. So Act like a pencil with an eraser and let your mind erase what you don't want. Let your mind remove the mistakes. Let your mind do it. Become an eraser in this season. And let your mind erase the foolery so you can move, so you can groove. You know, I was thinking about Ain't No Stopping Us Now, We on the Move. Y'all know that song? And in that song, it said, ain't no stopping us now, we on the move. Ain't no stopping us now, we in the groove. Ain't no stopping us now, we in the move. We on the move and we in the groove. There's nothing holding us down now. We finally coming around. You know, so a lot of that stuff, we need to get there where it's ain't no stopping us now. Even these mistakes, ain't no stopping us now. Even these the verbal contracts we done made, ain't no stopping us now. Even in these places of emptiness, ain't no stopping us now, because we on the move. We moving away from that. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the groove. We leaving the negative people behind. So that's another thing. Though we got to race away them negative people, you know, get that out of your life, because you need to be moving. You need to be moving. You need to be grooving. You need to be on your way to your purpose and in your purpose. That's what we need to be doing. So this is your girl, Chanel, who's out of the box. I'm enjoying life. This is my birthday month, y'all. This is my birthday month. I will be 53 years old, and I'm loving it. I'm embracing it. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited. So I'm telling you, that's another thing. Be excited. Live in something that you can that you can enjoy. Live in something that you excited about. Don't let your life get boring. Don't let it get boring. Look, keep on living, and in living, you shouldn't be just existing. You shouldn't just be getting up. You should be excited about getting up. You should be excited about what's next. What can I do? What can I do? You should be excited about it. And that's what I wanted to share, that there's a power in pencils, because pencils have erasers, but we have a mind, just like an eraser. We can change the mistake we made. We can change what we thought we wanted. We can change it, just like an eraser. So I tell y'all, enjoy yourself. See y'all next week. You know, I'm just glad to be, back on talking to you and sharing and provoking thought. I hope you don't look at a pencil the same way. I hope a pencil would trigger you to think, is there anything I'm doing in my life or anything I'm connected to that I need to erase out in this season, because I need to change my mind so I can move in my purpose? Is there anything that I'm doing is empty, where it don't have no purpose, where I have outgrown it? Is there anything? Do a check. Do a check on what you're doing, what you're saying, where you're going. Do a check. Do a check, and even check in your planning. Let me see where I'm playing. Check on the way you go places. Should I always go down this street? Because what I made was something that is made connected to my purpose, maybe on the next street. It's time to change up some stuff. It's time to change up some stuff for your very purpose. It's time to erase some stuff because it's no longer needed. Or even if it's no longer needed, another thing is it never should have been. Bam. It never should have been. That, you'll know as you move in your purpose, you'll look back and you'll realize that never should have been. What was I thinking? You'll look at it. So thank you again for hanging out with a girl. And I plan to get with my girl again, Dr. Katrina, and I plan for us to tag up. So I guess on my next She's Out of the Box, it'll be my guest, Dr. Katrina, and we'll be talking about some things just to provoke thought. That's your girl. So this is Chanel. She's out of the box and loving every minute of it. I ask you to enjoy your day and remember, you have the opportunity and you have the right to change your mind and erase some stuff. All right? Deuces.